to leave here with an FA Cup to slip their Fantini.
Hello and welcome back to Got Your Boots On, the weekly football show where we discuss the last week of football, from the good, the bad and everything in between. Coming up this week we have all the news from the Champions League, the drama from the Liverpool-Man City game and what happened in the Klassiker, as well as lots more, so let's get straight into this. The Champions League this week certainly had some strange results. The strangest result of the week came in the Manchester United game, but when Ole is at the wheel, anything can happen. Man United were beaten 2-1 by Istanbul Basaksehir. Demba Ba opened the scoring after receiving the ball from a Man United attack in his own half and running the whole pitch before slotting it home. I know Man United defenders aren't the quickest, but Demba Ba is 35. He moved to Turkey as his retirement plan and he has 69 pace on FIFA. The man makes tortoises look quick. Seriously, how haven't they caught him? It's not like he's on the edge of their box. He starts in his own half. But to be fair to him, it was a cool finish from Demba Ba. The game got worse for Manchester United in the 40th minute as Istanbul doubled their lead. Again, the Man United defenders didn't cover themselves in glory. Where are they going? Under-9s don't make these sorts of mistakes. Man U did get one back before half-time, but it wasn't enough. Any Man U fans, it's not their fault. Zebras can't see the colour orange. Former Liverpool player Martin Skirtle had this to say about the match: "It's our first win in the Champions League ever. We wish we could play Manchester United every week. All I can say to that is, once a red, always a red." Talking of the Reds, Liverpool made light work in the Champions League, smashing Atalanta 5-0 in Italy. It was the first time as Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp had won as a Liverpool boss on Italian soil. Liverpool played the best they had all season. Diego Jota started instead of Firmino and was absolutely sensational. Portugal, don't worry, Ronaldo's heir is finally here. Jota scored a sensational hat-trick in the win. His first goal was an audacious flick, his second a beautiful takedown and hit, and his third taking it round the keeper and finishing it into an open net. Salah and Mane also netted for the Reds. Real Madrid and Inter played out a thriller. Karim Benzema opened the scoring after pouncing on a poor back pass. 5 minutes later, Captain Fantastic Sergio Ramos doubled the host's lead from a corner, heading it into the bottom corner. 2 minutes later, Inter pulled one back with what should be the assist of the year coming from Barella. That flick, what a thing of beauty. Inter then, in the 68th minute, pulled level through Perisic, but Real would have the last laugh as Rodrigo smashed home the winner with 10 minutes to go, giving Real a 3-2 win. The Europa League had some good games this week. We start at Villarreal, where somehow they managed to play the game even with this weather. The term raining cats and dogs doesn't seem to do this justice. Villarreal didn't seem to be affected by the weather as they cruised to a 4-0 hammering of Maccabi Tel Aviv, with Baka being the star of the game with 2 goals and 1 assist. Celtic's woes of what I would say is the group of death in the Europa League are getting worse as they sit bottom after being humiliated by Sparta Prague 4-1 at home. The Scottish Giants were shown a real lesson from the Czech side. Sparta Prague came into the game worried with massive injury problems and a lack of match fitness due to the suspended domestic league in Czech Republic. But a hat-trick from Lucas Julis and a goal from Ladisla Krejci made it a historic win against the Scottish Giants. Glaswegian rivals Rangers had a better night than Celtic, but it wasn't perfect. Rangers had been 3-1 up against 10-men Benfica away from home after Morelos scored in the 51st minute. However, Rangers shipped 2 late goals, including one in stoppage time, and were pegged back to a 3-3 draw. Both Benfica and Rangers now sit top of their group with 7 points. Now it's time to take a look at what happened in a busy weekend in the Premier League. Liverpool came into the weekend top of the league, but that soon changed. Southampton played Newcastle on Friday with the chance to go top of the league if they won. With no Danny Ings, it was going to be a tough ask. However, Southampton came out all guns blazing, and within 7 minutes, Che Adams has opened the scoring for the Saints. The Saints from then on were pretty dominant and dominated the game, and Carl Darlow stopped it from being an absolute thrashing. Armstrong did add a second for the Saints as they went to the top of the Premier League for the first time ever. It's mad to think that Leicester beat Southampton 9-0 just over a year ago, and now they sit top of the Premier League. On Saturday, Manchester United faced Everton. Everton had the chance to go top, and with Man United being so poor in midweek, all signs looked like the Merseyside club were going back to the top. However, Ole had a trick up his sleeve in the Portuguese magician Bruno Fernandes, who I so should have captained this week instead of Son. Anyway, it looked like it was going to be another defeat for Man United as Everton opened the scoring in the 19th minute. However, just 13 minutes later, Bruno Fernandes had turned the game upside down. He glanced the first in after ghosting into the box. He then scored a second after his cross evaded literally everyone in the box and hit the back of the net. Everton tried desperately to get back in the game, but they just didn't seem to have the flair they'd started the season with. Manchester United finished the game off with a counter-attack in the 90th minute as Fernandes played in Cavani to make it 3-1. On Sunday, Tottenham took their chance to go top after Kane saved the day by scoring his 150th Premier League goal in the dying moments. However, their lead at the top of the table didn't last long after Leicester beat Wolves thanks to a controversial penalty for a handball. Jamie Vardy finished the penalty clinically. Leicester could have doubled their lead after winning another penalty, but this time Roy Patricio won the battle of wits. The game ended 1-0 to take the Foxes back to the top. The big game of the weekend followed as Liverpool had a chance to go back to the top of the Premier League when they faced Man City at the Etihad. Liverpool came out the blocks fastest and within 15 minutes they took the lead. Kyle Walker redefined the word defending and brought down Mane in the box. Mo Salah calmly put away the pen. City seemed to be out of the game till De Bruyne played a beautiful pass to Jesus, who spun Trent Alexander-Arnold and slotted it home perfectly. And to anyone who's arguing whether Jesus meant that, he did. Sometimes you just got to applaud it. City then had the chance to take the lead after the ball struck Gomez's arm and a penalty was given. This one was just as controversial as the Leicester Wolves one. It's a rule which really needs to be changed, otherwise defenders are going to have to defend like this. The penalty was given and Liverpool fans must have thought that was it, game over. However, De Bruyne did something uncanny and struck the ball wide of the post. Agent De Bruyne strikes again. It all makes sense now. The game went in at half-time 1-1 and we were in for a treat if the second half was going to be anything like the first. However, the second was, well, scrappy. Both teams seemed like whatever happened, we're not going to lose. Moving on to Europe, this weekend saw the Klassiker, and what a game it was. Robert Lewandowski thought he'd open the scoring after just 23 minutes before VAR ruled it for offside. He was offside by maybe a hair. However, it was Dortmund who opened the scoring through Marco Reus after a great team move just before half-time. Bayern, though, couldn't let Dortmund take the lead into half-time. In stoppage time in the first half, David Alaba scored a beautifully worked free kick to level up and make it into half-time at 1-1. Bayern started the second half well, and this time Lewandowski scored a legitimate goal after heading the ball into the net. Bayern then scored again in the 80th minute to make it 3-1 after a brilliant breakaway goal, which was put away by Leroy Sané. 3 minutes later, though, Erling Haaland gave Dortmund a lifeline after running onto the ball and taking it round the keeper. Unfortunately for Dortmund, it wasn't to be, and Bayern took the game 3-2 to go top of the league. The Bundesliga also saw this weekend what could be goal of the year. Check out this mad scorpion kick from Lazaro. I've watched this goal 10 times and it just seems to keep getting better and better. Now it's time for some fun on social media. It came to light this week that FIFA 21 is better when scoring and playing as Muller and then celebrating a goal. There's just something brilliant about this. I know who I'm putting in my ultimate team this week. The big meme this week seems to be how every time Ole's job seems at stake, his team turns into either Brazil or Manchester United of old. To end this week, I'll leave you on some positive news. After weeks of campaigning headed by Marcus Rashford, the UK government have changed their mind on the food support over the holidays and have unveiled a £396 million package. It really is great news. And that's all we have for this week. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and share it on social media. Tell us what you thought of this week's football in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button for more Soccer Manager videos and now football videos every week. If you're subscribed and awesome like that, make sure you also click that bell button so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching and see you soon with another video. Alongside my spirit.